One of our exciting new upgrades on Double Jeopardy for the next season is the addition of a camera that you can see behind the Lexan panel here. This camera will give us a bot's eye view during the match, translate back to a tablet in the driver's station, and ensure 100% accuracy. You can see the camera mounted behind the cannon mount directly underneath the barrel. One, go.
One of the other exciting changes we made to our robot this year was changing the geometry of our reloader mechanism to make it more effective. And so you can see now we have it at about a 45-degree angle. And what that allows us to do, we can shoot either one 5-pound slug and 2 of the steel balls, or 3 of the steel balls. The way the reloader mechanism is set with this angle the way it is, to ensure that the second shot does not fall out, is when the first shot goes, this one falls down in place. The second ball is on top of it like this, a little bit in front, which holds it in place. Because then the pressure, what it'll do, it'll shove this up. As this goes by, it will fall down into place. So you can see what we do for loading. Just like last year, we'll go ahead and load the big slug through the front. Then we'll load the 2 balls in there, and we're ready to go.
One of the major differences between Double Jeopardy 2019 and the new version of Double Jeopardy is that the new version is much sleeker and closer to the ground. We were able to achieve that by taking the cannon and flipping the entire thing over, taking the Kinetrol rotary vane actuator from the belly of the beast and putting it on top.
And the reason we did that is so many of the robots are getting so short now is that with our 2019 version, our barrel was rather high with the Kinetrol underneath it. And so we'd have to rely on ballistic drop to be able to hit the low ones. We'd have to be far enough back. So now our barrel's over 2.5 inches shorter. And so that way it should give us much better flexibility to be able to hit anybody, anywhere in the battle box.
One of the advantages of the new version of Double Jeopardy is a smaller, sleeker frame that gives us weight to spare to reinforce our armor. Now Double Jeopardy is surrounded by thicker titanium plates. One of the biggest design challenges with Double Jeopardy is figuring out how to open and close the cannon valve at high pressure very, very quickly. It requires an extraordinary amount of torque, a lot more and a lot quicker than what we could expect out of an electric motor. So our solution is a Kinetrol rotary vane actuator, which we've been using since 2019. And the way it works is inside this housing, there's a vane that's actuated by air pressure. And so it can make a 90-degree turn at extremely high torque very quickly. And the way it does that is we have a supply of air pressure out of this tank that's actuated with the electric solenoid here. The 2019 version of Double Jeopardy has 2 shots, and we're able to do that with a short reloader at a 90-degree angle to the barrel. The first shot sits in the barrel and has room for 1 circular slug on top. After the first shot clears, gravity feeds the second slug into the barrel.
But our new version has 3 shots. The way we were able to achieve that was with a longer reloader at a 45-degree angle that allows us to have better physics for the reloader. With a team made up of 2 lawyers and a safety guy, you know we had to make our high pressure cannon correctly. So it's constructed out of Schedule 80 steel, and it's welded by ASME certified welders. You can see the amazing welds right here. We then had it stress relieved and then hydro tested to 6,100 PSI. Another one of the big challenges of building Double Jeopardy with our high pressure cannon is that every fitting and every component also has to be high pressure. Every single piece here is rated to 5,000 PSI.
Double Jeopardy actually has 2 independent pneumatic systems, a high pressure system for the cannon and a lower pressure system for the Kinetrol, which has its own air supply and its own solenoid. Double the Jeopardy, double the fun.
As you can see, we're ready for next season.